Oh, Greg would love to coach him. Of course.
Greg would love it.
I guarantee you he would.
Let me know in the comment section, would you want me to coach Alex Eubanks for an upcoming bodybuilding competition? Coach Greg, and in today's video, both Jeff Nippard and Alex Eubank are calling me out. 2 for the price of 1. Can't wait for you to see this video. Let's get right into it.
I support the personal decision. If you wanted to do it, I think that's your choice.
The real answer rhymes with snow.
I'm thinking, no, the answer isn't below. He shouldn't have been doing cocaine instead of HRT. That's for Will Tenney to try out.
Cocaine, anyone? Me.
What did he say?
Do you think that you needed it though, or is it you wanted it?
And so Jeff, he ain't pulling any punches. He asks Alex, did you in fact eat it? Instead of saying yes or no, he starts going on a rant about how his testosterone levels were in the 200s when he was 21. And then when he bulked up to 13%, how they were over 500. Now remember, Jeff has showed his testosterone levels in the past, and they were actually lower than 500. And so clearly he didn't actually need it. And what Alex doesn't mention, and I wonder why, is that his testosterone levels actually months ago were in the 900s. And so does anyone think that a guy that had testosterone levels one time in his life in the 200s, way back in the day when he dieted to 8%, would actually need HRT now that he's 24, when his testosterone levels range somewhere between the 500s and the 900s? Remember, 900s is at the 99th percentile. It's better than almost anyone, including Coach Greg, and I'm actually on HRT.
Are you like recommending that people do what you did? Like, are you suggesting that people do it?
No.
As long as you're not recommending it to young children, you're not saying you guys should go out and do this. It's not like you're acting like Togi.
This is a problem.
He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. Remember, he's not breaking any laws. It's prescribed to him by his doctor. And so how is he doing anything wrong?
I'm just giving my personal feedback of it. But it's like when people ask, like, how are you genuinely feeling? Like, I want to give an honest, like...
Do you want him to go and lie? Oh, I'm on HRT. It doesn't work. I feel like garbage. And so he's telling you the truth. And what he stated was that he was on 200 milligrams a week prescribed by his doctor. And what did I say about that? I said it was way too high. Alex has confided me in private what his testosterone levels are. I'm not going to share you that right now. He's going to say that in a future video. But I was right.
Given that that's the decision you made, that's the right thing to do. Yeah. Like, you do deserve some credit for that. Because you could have hidden it and been like, guys, I started a new split, started Turf Builder.
Bro. If he would have said, hey, I started a new split and started Turk Builder, I'm now sponsored by Coach Greg. I'm taking 3 Turks a day and I put on 20 pounds in 12 weeks. I would have called him out. There's no way you put on that much muscle from taking Turk Max. That is more than I've ever said you could ever gain. What he would have had to have said is, I'm now sponsored by Mike Israetel. Renaissance Periodization.
Thank you, Greg.
After all, they're the company that trains Tristan Lee, who magically, while being 100% natural, well, except for his triceps, that he put on 35 pounds in 30 weeks, of which the first 8 weeks, he lost weight. How is that possible? And so the only way he could have gotten away with it, he would have had to say, I'm on Turk Max and I'm being coached by Mike Israetel and I got a proper tan.
This is what happens. Yeah. You could have easily played that Liver King game, but you didn't.
He couldn't have gotten away with it. I would have very quickly made a natty or not and said, bro is lying.
Status arrested.
So I knew I was going to have to be ready to take a lot of criticism, which I feel like I've been doing, but it's just...
What is bro doing to the mannequin? Is this some kind of weird fetish that's going on? He's manhandling the mannequin just a little bit too much.
I think Greg needs to do a video on this guy.
Did you ever do a natty or not on me?
Yeah, he says I'm natty. Oh yeah, he's natty. It's like, no, he's actually small.
Turk!
Bro, like
Now, I've never said Jeff Nippard is small as Turk. Have called him a manlet like Coach Greg, but it's only because it's true. Jeff Nippard's actually shorter than even Coach Greg. Remember, I've done multiple natty or nots, and I've always said that Jeff is natural. I do claim his body fat percentage is currently, it's not ideal, but at his prime, at his leanest, he had a national level physique.
To be fair, Greg specifically does say that I have a good physique. So.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
If I say it's a good physique, it's a good physique. If I say it's a bad one, it's a bad one. If I say you're 600 pounds and you're a disgrace to humanity, it's because you're a disgrace to humanity. It's not my fault. Put the fork down. Get my cookbook. It's not that complicated.
I'm down to like, I think 172 now. I'm kind of on my way back down from a bulk right now.
And so Jeff is now 172 pounds. He's coming back down from a bulk. Remember, Jeff is already a bulk. At his current weight of 172, that should have been the end point of his bulk. Notice, does he not look better right now than he did previously when he was a little bit heavier? And do you not think he would look a little bit better if he were perhaps a little bit smaller? Remember, Jeff is even shorter than Coach Greg, and so he doesn't have to weigh 200 pounds to be impressive. I think if Jeff at 165 would have the kind of physique that many men would dream of having.
What's your body weight?
This morning, 187, okay. I think.
And so remember, Alex was as high as 196 pounds. He's now cleaned up his diet. He's 187. And does he not look significantly better right now? Notice the detail, the abs, the cuts, the definition. He simply stopped eating whatever he wants. He's made it a lot cleaner.
What do you think has been your biggest piece of like advice for success for that long of a term?
And so, Alex, my advice, take down the photo of you with Jay Cutler's quads and that crazy looking physique because you're never going to get it. Start setting goals rather than dreams. For example, Mike Israetel, he dreamt of having an IPB Pro card, but he turned it into a goal. Why set a goal that you have 0% chance of ever achieving? You're setting yourself up for failure. Unless, of course, he could get a proper 10, then it would be guaranteed. Insert fart noise, backlat spread. Blue Lobster.
You could give advice to people and it be educational, but it's just your experience, right?
Like Coach Greg. My advice to you is to purchase Turk Max from HDLT Supplements. And why from us? Well, because we've been proven to be the only ones tested that actually had real Ajuga turkestanica. And what does that mean? Well, it means the other people are lying and scamming you and they don't even have the turkesterone that they're claiming. We literally had 40 to 400 times more turkesterone than our leading competitors. For example, Guerrilla Mode, which Derek from More Plates, More Dates promotes in many of his videos. And so if you want the actual turkesterone, gotta get it from T-Plug. I'm getting it, smuggling it in from Uzbekistan. Code Greg, 15% off, money back guarantee, and a $20 gift card.
I think a lot of people shy away from giving educational tips and things like that because they worry that it's going to be like incorrect or not optimal or whatever.
I don't give a shit. I give you my opinion. I tell you what I think. And if you don't like it, there's the door. There's the comment section. I don't like T-Plug. He told me tea laced with Fenty in the parking lot outside of Good Life. Okay.
So full body is nice because you literally don't have a leg day.
Yeah.
You just do 1 or 2 leg exercises every day.
And you're done.
And you're done.
And so I'm currently on a full body workout plan. I train my entire body every 3 days. For example, today I did a full body workout. Took me about 2 hours.
There's kind of like a low volume trend now too. Hey, have you seen that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And so the reality is actually this. There's actually a trend to do more volume. A meta-analysis was composed of which it was stated that doing over 40 sets in a week for each given body part was better than doing less. You can watch Lane Norton explain this, but here's my take on it. It's bullshit. You don't need to be doing 40 sets per body part. In any given week, I'm lucky to do 10 sets per body part, but I do train very hard. Not level 4 hard, but obviously level 3.
Have you competed?
No.
Do you want to?
And so the topic comes up, should Alex Nippard... And so science-based lifting resulted in a child. It's a breakthrough. And the child's name, it's Alex Nippard, competing in 2079. 79!
I'd have to do classic, even though my legs aren't crazy. I mean, they're all right.
Men's physique?
I don't feel like my physique would flow for men's physique, though. I don't know.
Hussein Farhat disagrees. Hussein competed in physique, classic, and bodybuilding. He actually won bodybuilding when he thought his best category would in fact be men's physique. And so you never can tell. But what you do have to do is you have to do it. And so if you're never willing to put yourself out there, to dedicate yourself to something, you're never going to discover what you're made of. But here's the truth. If you don't want to compete, don't compete. And if you do want to compete, compete. He doesn't want to compete.
I always am used to like doing like the golden era poses when I post
yes,
pictures.
that's right, yeah.
I mean, when I'm shredded, I get like a 27-inch waist. My chest is like double that.
2 times 27, it's 54. So I reached out to Dimitri, owner of LGFG Fashions. They sponsor Coach Greg. They make suits for guys like Ronnie Coleman, Brian Shaw, Eddie Hall. The list goes on. And so this is what he stated. There is no way that is possible. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was 50/35 when I made him a shirt. The Rock's chest was 50 and Alex is 54. Alex is the same height as Phil Heath, and Phil Heath has a 46-inch chest. Remember, he's kind of like Coach Greg, his laser eyes for seeing the size of people to make them these suits. He says his chest likely 44, his waist 31. Far cry from 27.54. In case you're wondering, Chris Bumstead's chest is 51, and Coach Greg, it's actually 46. And so Alex, if he actually had a 54 chest, 27-inch waist, he'd probably winning the Mr. Olympia.
6-8 months, I probably have not focused really much on dieting. It's just been eating whatever I want.
That's a good thing because it means that your metabolism is really high and you're already lean.
Jeff is correct. He's this lean while eating essentially whatever he wants. But remember, he's on HRT. If he were not on HRT, eating whatever he wants, he likely would have gained a lot of body fat. But since going on HRT, he actually went on a bulk and added mostly muscle. But I wonder why.
Greg would love to coach him. Of course.
Greg would love it.
I guarantee you he would.
I'm just going to answer the question. I will coach Alex if he wants me to. Let me know in the comment section, would you want me to coach Alex Eubanks for an upcoming bodybuilding competition? And so they're talking about how many weeks it would take him to get ready and what percent body fat he would need to be. 8%, that ain't it. No. Coach Greg don't coach bodybuilders to get last place. I want to coach the champions. And for Alex Eubank to look in optimal condition for bodybuilding, he needs to get down to 6% or even less. And so if you want me to coach Alex, type Coach Alex in the comment section. Alex is looking phenomenal. Now, depending on how hard he wants to diet, he could get ready in 8 weeks, or it might take him 12. This is the kind of condition that he's in. If he wants to starve himself, I could get him ready in 8 weeks. It would be a very hard cut. He wouldn't enjoy it. He would have to do a lot of cardio. But if he wants to do it with an optimal diet, it's going to take him 12, not 16, and certainly not a year.
Greg would get you shredded. I could get you shredded too, though.
Of course I could. And could Jeff get Alex shredded? Also, 100% believe he could do it. One advantage of Coach Greg over Jeff is currently right now, Jeff Nippard, he doesn't have a cookbook. He says in the future he's planning one. And Jeff, if you want some help on how to develop a proper cookbook or perhaps collaborate on one, remember to hit up Coach Greg. And Alex, why not use the cookbook right now? You're not tracking your calories. You want to eat what you want. You're not on a bulk. This is what the cookbook is for. You literally just turn the page and make any recipe inside of it, and it's going to have less calories than friggin' last time, almost half. Do you really think that I have to watch my diet? If you mean by watch means watch me eat as much as I want, then yeah, I watch my diet.
I don't like the crazy cardio, so I can do like 20 to 30 a day, and I can't do any more than that.
I don't think cardio is your best tool for getting shredded, though. It's
Really?
diet. Yeah,
Really?
It's definitely diet. I think cardio is overrated.
I'm going to have to disagree with him. When I go and do an hour of cardio, perhaps an hour and a half, maybe even 2, I don't stop fidgeting the rest of the day. I don't sit there and stop moving. And why is that? Well, one of the reasons is because of progressive overload. I adapted to doing this. I didn't suddenly start doing an hour to 2 hours of cardio a day. I slowly over time got more and more used to it. Second of all, GO2 Max. Guys, have you not heard of GO2 Max? The increase in endurance. Remember Hussein Farhat? Before he was sponsored by Coach Greg, he was using GO2 Max and loving it. Even promoted on his channel while he was sponsored by My Protein. That's how much he liked it. And so if you're interested in GO2 Max, Turk Builder, and of course, GLP Max, reduce your appetite, how could it get any easier to get ready for competition? Code Greg, 15% off, all of which money back guarantee and a $20 gift card.
At the amateur level, you probably wouldn't need the blast. Depends on the division. If you did classic, there's a weight cap for your height.
Yes, Jeff is true. There is a weight cap for classic physique. And for Alex's weight cap, It's 202 pounds. I would estimate that Alex, in his current condition, likely could compete probably 172 maximum. And so he'd be 30 pounds under the weight class. And as a pro, they add even 10 more pounds. And so as a pro, Alex would need to gain 40 pounds of muscle to be at the Mr. Olympia. Why do you think I keep pushing the IFBB to add another weight class? Have I not been saying previous videos that they need to have a smaller classic physique division, perhaps 20 pounds smaller? Does anyone think that Alex, if he were shredded, 5% body fat, 182 pounds, that he would be somehow too small for classic physique? He would literally need to gain close to 20 pounds of muscle and he could still make that division. And so let me know in the comment section, should they in fact add another category? Let's call it classic physique light.
A lot of it isn't about size. It's about your shape and your conditioning and your posing. If you can get shredded and you have nice shape and you know how to pose, you can make yourself look way bigger.
And do you know how else you can look way bigger on stage? By being way bigger on stage. And that involves the use of performance-enhancing drugs. And Alex, who's going to be lowering his doses, he's not going to have the size of the other competitors. Remember, everyone competing, they're not like Mike Isertel. They don't just show up without a proper tan. They do everything and they have the size. Alex is correct. If he competes at the NPC, open class, and so on, he's going to get upsized by other competitors. But does it matter?
It doesn't matter!
If the only one that competed was the person that was going to win, shows would be very boring. When I was a pro bodybuilder, do you think I went to any of the competitions thinking, yeah, I'm going to win. Yeah, I'm going to go to the Olympia. I'm going to be the Mr. Olympia champion. I didn't have delusions like Mike Isertel. I didn't think, oh, I can beat everyone. I was realistic. My goal, hey, I want to make top 10. Maybe at this competition, I'll make top 5. My best showing, I got 4th place. And so when Terrence Ruffin beat me, do you think I was disappointed? I didn't care. I did my best. And so, Alex, you enter the competition and you do your best. When I enter a bike race on Zwift, do you think I'm going to plan on beating Lance Armstrong? Of course not. But I still compete. I give it my all and I enjoy it. And when Mike Isertel wrestles other men, he enjoys it. He likes getting his hands on other hairy men who are sweaty, oiled up, and yeah, he enjoys it.
Thank you, Greg.
I have to 100% be focused.
Yeah.
I've been dedicated.
But okay, so I'm gonna try to change your mind on that a little bit. Because I don't think you need to be 100%.
Exactly. In my contest preparation, I allow one off meal plan every single day. People think it's all about chicken, broccoli, and rice. I literally revolutionized coaching several years ago. Why do you think my cookbook has sold close to 100,000 copies? You think it just came out of nowhere? I literally changed the game. Everyone used to think chicken, broccoli, and rice. I said no. I proved it on myself and my many athletes. For example, Ian Valère. You don't think he enjoyed having popcorn and peanut butter and banana sandwiches? Of course he did. It's not about eating perfect. It's about having a diet that works for you.
A lot of people end up not doing it because they think that they have to be 100% perfect or they're not going to look their best.
And the truth is 95% of bodybuilders are cheating in secret. They're not telling their coaches, and how do I know that? Because I fix these coaches' problems. Who do you think coaches people in secret? Oh, I'm 100% natural. My coach, he doesn't allow me to take anything. What do you think Coach Greg did in secret? And yeah, I don't out these secrets, but you don't think I've coached people who were 100% natural while they weren't 100% natural?
I have this like high ticket thing I'm doing. It's like the inner circle. I spend a lot of time throughout the day hopping on calls with these guys, and I feel like my brain would just be like, oh, I don't want to do this right now.
What's wrong with today's generation? I literally would go to school, had a full-time job, was dieting 100% natural, I might add, coaching children. And I found a way. I focused. I did it. Today's world, oh, I can't be on a phone call and be on a diet. What are you talking about? Can't be on a phone call. Hey, I'm in my inner circle. Sorry, guys. I just had 4 anabolic French toast from Coach Greg. I just can't talk on the phone. Have a freaking Seco bar and get on the phone call. I'm sick of this. Oh, I can't do content if I'm on a diet. What have I been doing here for years? Have we not seen C-Bum, Mr. Olympia champion 6 times? Did he quit making videos because he's on a diet?
But I think given your calories, probably wouldn't have to diet really hard, maybe. And if you did, it would be like, okay, we're gonna do a push for 2 or 3 weeks.
And the reality is, all you have to do is get a proper tan. We have not seen Mike Israetel. Did he not put out a video every freaking day while on a diet? Now, I remember, he has the highest fluid IQ of anyone in the entire universe, but still, guys, he only lost because he didn't have a proper tan.
I've always been big on trying to become the most reachable influencer.
Yeah.
Because you know Callum?
And so what does Alex Eubank have against Bob? You know Bob, the mannequin that Kiddo Body keeps beating up Greg O'Gallagher in all of his videos. What is bro doing? Grabbing the Quajo? Hey, I like it rough. Raw.
If you guys don't know what my inner circle is, basically this year I'm really dialing it in.
What's with these circles, the inner circle? Did anyone know that Coach Greg literally started the circle? That we're all inclusive, the circle. This is an example from my clothing line. We have circles on all the clothing, the hoodies, the t-shirts, the shorts, the jogging pants, all this stuff. And so if you're interested in Harder Than Last Time clothing, be sure to check out the website. And this clothing, it's second to none. It's the top, highest quality. I didn't go for the stuff that the young people want, just the cool stuff. It's stuff that lasts for life. Check out the website, code Greg 15% off.
I'm filming this little outro January 1st, so it is the new year. I pray and hope that you guys all dial in for this year.
Alex, get on the Turkesterone and lower that friggin' HRT dose faster than last time, and you will look better than ever. I'm not kidding. The Turkesterone has you look like leaner. You'll have less of that watery appearance. The testosterone dose when you're at 200 milligrams per ml, which I do believe he's honest about the dosage he's getting based on his blood work. I do think he's honest. 200 milligrams, it's too high. It's exactly what I predicted. I knew it was going to come out as being too high. Testosterone levels through the roof. On lower levels of testosterone, he's not going to have the same aromatization. The testosterone he's taking, it's converting to estrogen. It's causing him to hold too much water. He was actually at 196 pounds. It's a lot. He gained about 22 pounds in about 3 months. It's too much. Since the last 2 weeks, he's been kind of on a mini cut without even realizing it. He cleans up his diet. He's now 187. Does he not look better? And he is up 15 pounds, and he's probably the same lean, I would argue, as when he started. Now, some of that muscle, it's actually lean tissue. Some of it is actually water. If he went off of HRT, went 100% natty, which he could do, but he might suffer for a couple of months, he would probably lose half of the muscle that he put on. There you have it. We went over an amazing video. I highly suggest you watch it. It was very educational, informative, kind of video I like to see from Alex Eubank, teamed up with Jeff Nippard. You can learn a lot from this video. Go and check it out. Remember, this video is very long, but I didn't even have the time to cover all of it. Interested in any of the supplements or coaching from Coach Greg or Coach Greg and my team, hit up the website. And if you don't got money, it's cool. You don't need money. You get to the website, you get the free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages. Remember, I do these things for free. I'm trying to help people. Just like when I was a school teacher, volunteer of the year, coaching and so on. When I was a school teacher, people saying all I care about money, Mike Israetel. I wasn't actually that guy. I was actually volunteer of the year. When you volunteer, you don't get paid anything. And volunteer of the year suggests maybe a little bit that you might have done a lot of it. I'm the guy, the T-plug, who sells actual Turkesterone that's been proven. The other competitors lying to you, maybe a little sus. They got the fake Turk. And so if you want to buy quality supplements from a quality company, HTLT, the company you can trust, code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video. And of course, watch those 2 videos. Have you seen them already? If you have, congratulations, you've watched as many videos as Mepsigram, who's watching from the side. And until next time, bro, crashing out.